Hey everybody, welcome back to X-Plane 11, and today I'm in something different. This is the freeware C-47 available on the X-Plane org store. It's got a livery, a DC-3 livery on it. So the C-47 is the cargo variant of the C-40. Oh, yep, the C-47 is a cargo variant of the DC-3. Iron Condor Simulations, thank you for the host. Welcome everybody from ICS's stream. Welcome everybody. So yeah, we're gonna try to get this thing into Quatam River. Quatam. I don't know how to pronounce that, but it is a very narrow, like bush landing strip. It's crazy in something that's small, let alone something this big. Now it will barely fit, but we're gonna find out if I can actually get it into this landing strip. It does fit. Technically it does fit, but barely. So the challenge is landing and then getting the plane turned around and then taking back off. That's the challenge going to Quatam River. It's a pretty quick flight from where we're at right here, which is standby. We're up in British Columbia. Comox Airport? Comox? Anyway, it's Charlie Yankee Quebec is the identifier. And then we're flying basically 40 miles to the north, almost due north. And we'll first have to find it. Once we find the airport, then the challenge really starts, and we're going to have to land there. So that's what we're going to do. This plane is fantastic. It's pretty simple. Do have the F mod installed in this, so it sounds pretty cool. I hope it'll fit, Phantom. I really, really hope it'll fit. So let's get all the lights on here. Both of the engines started up at the same time because I just hit the start engines button. There is, and a freeware plane like this is a really high level freeware plane, by the way. If you guys haven't downloaded it, I mean, it's look at the textures. Like, it's better than some Payward stuff. But it's just kind of a clunky, pointless little startup procedure. And I wanted to also see what it looked and sounded like as we started from the outside. Slightly immersion braking, if you will, though. Okay, Comox Airport. Why do you have a label called Nope? Where does it say Nope? That is in-op. That is an in-op button. Nope. Nope. But it basically means nope. That's essentially what it is. So you're not too far off. All right, so we're going to be using runway 30 for this guy, I believe. Yeah, it basically means. Okay, so runway 30 is where we're heading out of. And exactly, Trenchco, that's why I don't really bother with the startup procedure on this, because I mean, these are typically flown as a two-pilot airplane. There's a lot of stuff going on up here. The actual startup procedure for this plane, for the freeware sim version, is very easy. But I mean, you get the fuel pumps on, and you make sure you've got mixture, and then you fire it up. And the mags are right here. It's really not that hard. There's no mixture. I think you can maybe use it. Oh yeah, you can use it on your key binding, but there's no clickable. Same with the propeller. You can use them on the key binding, but there's no actual way to click them. Which, for most people, they've got it bound to something anyway, so it's not that big of a deal. But it's fine. So, yeah. All right. Let's get her going here. Now we are on the Pilot Edge network. I'm not actually going to talk to any air traffic controls because this is Canada and they don't have coverage up here. But if anyone wants to join along, we will be broadcast, or I guess not broadcasting, but monitoring on, what should we do? 1, 2, 3, 4. What is this? Maybe I won't be able to pull that up. Oh, I can actually probably go here, right? Yeah. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. Okay, so that's what we're monitoring. If you want to sign in and play around on at Quatam. There was an auto mixture for it. Beyond my scope. What else is beyond my scope is where this runway begins. And I think that's the runway right there. Don't want to run into this WestJet guy. So there's a couple of things. He built the plane nice, Phantom. Oh, I love it. Phantom, that's beautiful, man. That is beautiful. Why you know pre-flight checklist? Because we're not being very good pilots. We're being lazy sim pilots right now because we're mentally preparing for some bush flying. Yeah, no iPad. Again, up in Canada, I don't have a Canada subscription, so we're flying blind right now, except for the GPS. Mr. Max. Happy Friday, Max. Dude, we're just everything's free right now. We are free and loose and ready to try to land this thing in between some tall trees. Whew. Oh, how silly big iPads are? Yeah, they are very silly. iPad mini all the way. In case you crash, you got free healthcare. That is very good. I don't know if anyone's going to be able, the ambulance is going to be able to get there. Our airlift helicopter rides free in Canada as well. I don't know. We'll have to do some research on that. All right, we're going to take off from runway 36, actually. Maybe this is the different runway. I think it probably is a different runway. We're going to take off from this runway regardless, because that is the direction I want to go anyway. And let's start making our way up to Quatam. Oh, yeah, that F mod. You hear that? Yeah, Finbar, this is some old school heavy metal on a big fly Friday. Oh, it sounds good. Can you hear that? You know what I didn't do? Okay, that's fine. All right. Sorry. To ruin the takeoff, but I had to make sure that we had enough gas to get there. Yeah, it does sound good, right? All right, now we're heading north. Oh man, that sounds awesome. Dude, that sounds so good. Oh, it's so good. Tirade. Sounds like a friggin' sexy World War II lawnmower. Ty Catstrader, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome everybody from Cat Trader stream. You're joining us on an adventure here. Okay, we're heading in the right direction. That's good, and we're gonna keep it right. I mean, this is fine. This altitude is fine. We are going to see if we can get this C-47, DC-3, whatever you want to call it, into Quatam River. We're going to do some bush flying in 1940s, 1930s airline. Seattle Flyer, happy Friday. Welcome. Anthrax, no kidding, man. We can, I think we can open up the door. We can get the door open. Oh, man. This is going to be bad. We are in British Columbia, Canada, in the Great North. And if you guys aren't familiar with the Prop Strike Studios Quatam River scenery, it's unbelievable. If you are into bush flying at all, I highly recommend it. Their dirt animation, I guess if you want to call it that, is really, really cool. They've got the trees look great. It's an immersive multi-runway kind of little I don't want to say region, little area that is a lot of fun and really challenging. And there's a runway that is, we probably got a foot of space on each end of the wing in order to get in there. Quasar, happy Friday, man. Hello. Yeah, man. Well, I will tell you this: if you happened to be in this plane on this flight, it would probably be in your best interest to bail before we got there. Let me
Burrows.
Sounds good. Nobody tell Goldsy that I am logged into Pilot Edge and that you could summon birds. At least let me try one. At least let me try. But in all seriousness, I am logged into Pilot Edge. If you guys do have Quatam River and want to buzz around, I am monitoring 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 right now. Just in case. Because Goldsy can't tell that there is a random DC-3 flying up in Canada. Right? How good is this plane's autopilot? Great question. I don't know. In real life or in this, because I don't know. I mean, I don't know where the heading bug is. Honestly, I think it's up here. It's okay, I guess. And I wanted to stay lower altitude. Why do you have the compass held on by a rope? Dude, this is straight rickety, man. I actually don't know why they have that. Hold on. Anthrax, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome aboard. Now, for those of you, I'm flying the Freeware C-47 mod for X-Plane. Sounds delightful. But for those of you that are joining, that may be here for the first time, my name is Bill. I am a student pilot out of John Wayne, and I typically will stream training flights. I'll try not to, Goldsy. Sean M. 49, thank you very much for the follow. But I'll usually stream the plane that I fly in real life out of the airport and parking spot that I fly out in real life. And Seattle Flyer, thank you very much for the follow as well. So a lot of the flying that I do on stream is general aviation connected to my real world training. This is a little bit of an outlier. It's Friday night. I'm having some white wine. And we're just going to have fun. And I thought a stream theme of Will It Fit was kind of amusing as a child. And it's a bachelor Friday night. That is right. I have the entire house to myself, so I can yell at the top of my lungs that I am streaming on X-Plane and having a great time, having my white wine. No one can judge me except for everyone that's watching. It's very freeing and great. But also, no Julie will be on the stream. My lovely wife will not be here, so you guys can all just, you know, hit F4 or whatever shuts down your browser and go do something constructive. Only Judge Judy can judge, and she gets paid handsomely for those judgments. But thank you guys very much for following. Again, I wanted to just clarify that this is not a typical stream that I do, for whatever that's worth. So if you're looking for really goofy crap, it's not this all the time. She is way better. She is way better looking than I am, Goldsy. There's no question about that, man. Out kicking your coverage is definitely good. How fast are we going? We're going pretty good. We're moving along at 150. I think we're okay. What's our ground speed according to this thing? 153. That's fine. That's comfortable. I'm cool with that. But yeah, thank you guys for following and for joining tonight.
Hey, bird. Whoa, buddy.
Major Kong. Finbar, thank you so much for the gifted sub to Major Kong. Finbar, thank you very much. Anthrax, sounds good, man. Thank you. Yeah, part 61 is a fun way to do it for sure. It has its challenges here and there, but overall, it is a very, very cool way to do things. Let's see here. We're basically aiming for these mountains. I mean, it's somewhere out here. We'll find it. Flyby sound. And in a nice nose down attitude. Crap. Ryan, thank you very much. Thank you, Ryan. Yeah, we're just, you know, those mountains over. We're headed towards the mountains. It's a pretty simple flight navigationally. We're heading out towards the mountains, and it's just somewhere over by those mountains.
Pull up.
Just, you know, just in that area. Starman, to fly. Thank you very much for the follow. It's quite an interesting cloud formation, but yeah, we're heading towards that mountainous region right over there. Stay for the mountains. We were so good on Tuesday too. It was just like very serious, and we're debriefing, flight training, landings, air speeds for 172s. Now I'm flying a C-47 into...
Well, we know that there are some screws loose in this cabin.
Hello.
Hi.
Some screws loose. Yeah. It was very serious. But you do have to have a chill day every once in a while. And speaking of that, I am perilously low on wine. So, let's see how well I can get this thing trimmed in time to get more wine. Okay. No autopilot. We're just floating here. I think it'll be okay. We're veering to the right. I'm concerned about this. I'm gonna trim up and I'm gonna run.
Pull up. Pull up.
Wine trim test is a huge risk. It's generally worth the risk, though. Yeah, pull up. All right, so I don't think I've mentioned this in a while. For those of you that are new, the subscriber notification sound, the buddy. That is my instructor, Brad, and I nearly hitting a bird. Like, really nearly hitting a bird. Yeah, the bathroom trim test is definitely more risky. Because you never know what's going to happen.
Hey, bird. Whoa, buddy.
Finbar, thank you for another gifted sub. This one going to Coast Pilot, and also showing off the near bird strike. The really near bird strike. Finbar, thank you, sir. Finbar, you're a better promoter than Steve-O. Even though Steve-O doesn't know that he's a promoter of this stream, you are still a better version. You're a better promoter by far. Steve-O and Knievo does sponsor, unbeknownst to him, most flights, because he urges you to.
If you guys do like these videos, be sure to smash that thumbs up button. Also subscribe to the channel.
I love it. I love that he just sticks to that every time. Oh my god. Okay, so I was aiming at the wrong mountains and no one said anything. My trim test did not work. Yeah, I love it. Well, I think if you're a creator and you're making stuff consistently like that, I think it helps to have something that you can rely on each time, because it gets you kind of in, like a routine. When you say something, you kind of just gets you into it. That's why I always like to start the stream the same way every single time. It helps me like get going. So when I say, "Hey everybody, welcome back to X-Plane 11. I'm Bill," and and then I just kind of go into it, and it feels like I grew up as a basketball player. I played basketball through college, and it's just like you get that music at the beginning of the game, and it's like the same, the intro music or the starting lineup music, and you have like this whole ritual, and it just kind of sets everything up. So I like that as a making videos or a podcast or anything like that. Coast Pilot, you think I look like Steve-O? Who's ready to take this 208 for me? This guy. We're okay. We're heading now towards the right. Yeah, they do look similar. I could either go down that valley, which also looks like that valley, which also looks like that one, and that one, and that one, and that one. So yeah, if we go totally visual, we're totally happy. Completely screwed.
Pull up.
Aaron Carter, hello. Happy Friday. Oh, and Aaron, thank you very much for the follow. G3 Rocket, I don't know if that notification came through or not, but thank you for the follow as well. What is this one, Ryan? Oh yeah, the bird. Yeah, that was so close. Oh, that was so close. We're kind of zigzagging here. I hope no one is watching the full flight or the pilot edge map of the trace. Just zigzagging all over the place. I have it up right now. Yeah, it doesn't look as bad as I thought, but it's pretty bad. Does not look like somebody who knows where they're going. Looks like someone who is helplessly lost. Oh, but I think we're headed in the right direction, and we're about to come up to some clouds, which drop a little bit below here. Let's bring the mountain obstructions into play and get out of the IMC conditions. I am cheating for two reasons. One, I don't have my iPad in here with an external GPS, which I would probably had I been flying this in the real world. And two, there is not a single nav aid anywhere up here at all. But it's true. If you can see through it, it's fine. I can see 3 miles through that. It's fine. It's not a cloud. But I still So challenge number 1, to recap, find the damn place. Okay, Alpha Nick, happy Friday. It's fantastic. Car Week is kicked off, so hopefully we'll see some cool Alpha news. Fingers crossed. Challenge 1, find the damn airport. Challenge 2, land at the airport. That's the biggest challenge. And then challenge 3 is take off, which means turning around and getting so. I think you want to bear to the left. I agree a little bit as well. Austin, happy Friday. There should be some space. Oh, we're coming up close to it actually. We are actually here, I think. I think we're right over it. Close to it. I have to scoot across the co-pilots. I think it's over here. Challenge number 4, land on the helipad by the fire tower. Damn it. I would like to see if I can get into the river one that's kind of down the way a little bit. Max Seldom, happy Friday, hello. Okay, we found it. So challenge 1 has been completed. Eyes on. There it is, right? Nope. Yeah, okay. There it is. There's our runway.
Hey, bird. Whoa, buddy.
Finbar, thank you again for another gifted sub. I really appreciate it. That is awesome. Alpha Nick, welcome. Challenge number 5, missed the tractor. There's a lot of challenges tonight. This is a very challenge-heavy flight. Okay, I don't need that as a view. I want this as a view. All right, we have the airport in sight. We need to do a low pass and see what the deal is here. Whoa. All right, there's our runway right there. That's the challenge. I have to land, and I basically have to land before that second line of trees right there, because it narrows tighter than the wingspan. Well, we found it, so that's good. It's not much of a runway. I won't disagree. Nick, so my PPL right now, I have the minimum hours, but I need 4.9 PIC, including my long solo cross country. So I've done all my solo stuff except for the long cross country and 4.9 of PIC. I've done my regular solo cross country, but since I switched planes, it is actually not a flight school plane, and so the insurance is different on it, and I have to actually be named on the insurance, which for a variety of reasons is taking a long time, but hopefully we'll have a resolution here soon. So. That's that looks pretty cool though. Beach there looks nice. I have all of my night. Yeah, I we knocked out a bunch of the night stuff, and then I actually, Ernie, have 0.2, I believe 0.2 or 0.3 of the instrument left. But that we were going to do that during check right prep. Saying left. So it's getting really close, but also very far away. Hoping Finbar that it'll run. I mean, we're picking up a big case of Canadian whiskey. Oh man, this F mod sounds good. You can just see it right here, just coming into view right there. The other thing that's tricky about this plane is that the tires are so big, which is great for this kind of flying, but it also makes it super easy to bounce. So you really have to be cognizant of how you're setting it down. Oh man, this is rough. Okay. Yeah, this was just a low pass just to check it out. Yeah, we're just doing a little scout. Nick, Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. Have a good night, man. Have a great rest of the weekend. And again, thank you. Thank you very, very much. Okay. Gears coming down.
Pull up. Pull up.
Gear is coming down. The Angry PC. Welcome aboard officially. If your PC is very angry, newegg.com will make it very happy. Tiny little plug. Let's try it, right? I wouldn't be a marketer if I wasn't Ryan, right? If you're in marketing or sales, you never turn it off. Thank you, Ryan. Okay. Okay, we need like a nice base. Stinky Long, UK, thank you for the follow. Welcome aboard. Aaron, thank you, man. Okay, this is it, guys. This is... Oh, God, that was nauseating. I don't even know what... Stop doing that. I don't even know what speed I'm looking for here. Cow flaps coming open. We're at 60. I mean, this thing will fly pretty slow. We got the flaps are full out. Be ready on the go around, and it's got to be quick. If we're going around, it's got to be quick. Don't mind that. Don't mind that. That's pointless. It's pointless. Stop it. Stop. 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 Oh, I think I took off a wing. I think I took off a wing. Oh no. Oh. And there's oh, I think we may have taken off a wing. Okay. All right. Let's go back. Check it out. It's hard. It's really, really hard to tell. I think in my free healthcare. Fuck.
Somebody thought it was a good idea to let me fly this thing.
So sometimes it might feel like, you know, like you're totally screwed. In that landing gear plug-in, you really can't, like if it's big, I feel like on the GA planes it's fine, but if it's big, it's really quick to say wasted. Bamsler, it's all on the hips. But I think it could have been survivable. So what happens is, what happened is it feels like you still have a lot to go because I'm so used to landing short planes, but this thing is so high up in the ground, I'm still flying it down when like the gear is right there. Let's fast forward a little bit. Crystal. Crystal, how's it going? I know. Tell Sean no promises. All right. Let's see how it looks from this angle. We'll go from this angle first. From the 150 meter board. We're not happy there. Oh, that's hard. That's a big bounce. Killed a bunch of cones. Oh, did we hit? Did we hit? Did we hit? Oh, yeah. Oh, we for sure. We for sure took off a wing. Oh, hell. I'm not having luck on this replay. I think we died from every angle. Well, I don't know if we actually died. I think that was survivable. I mean, it wasn't good. It was not pretty. We've, at worst, have a few chiropractor bills to pay. Why is my scenery not loading in? Hello? Scenery, hello. There you go. There we are. Okay. This is the Prop Strike Studios Quatam River. Plane is a write-off for sure. So let's see if it looks like we may have survived this. I think we walked away from that. And then one tree. Two trees. One tree. Look at how close this is. Let's get in a good high quality angle here. We're gonna deconstruct this. Okay, here is wingtip cam. Here we go. This is well, I mean, I don't know what these guys are doing. They don't look like they're doing a whole lot of work. Okay, so wingtip cam in slow motion. Let's see how close we get to this first tree. That's a little guy right there. We can go through that one. No, we missed that one. We missed that one. Dude, I think we're going to call this one survivable. Missed that one. And then we just kind of took this one out. Cool. Just bump. That one was square. Deconstructing some forest. And then that one. But that one, we probably would have slowed down more from the first tree that we hit. Okay. So challenge number 1. Find the airport. Done. Challenge number 2. Land at the airport. Let's call it a half. We survived, but the plane did not. So that's a half. Now getting this thing turned around was challenge number 2, which is going to be really impossible. Because, well, I can't see shit is because. On a counter, you want to know why? Okay, I'm not gonna. Tornado caller news. Okay, here you go. Listen to this. I want everyone be quiet. Everyone chill out for a second. This is from a real live. This is a caller. So this news station was taking callers on why the uptick in tornadoes in their area. Okay. This might be a new audio cue, okay?
We didn't have tornadoes here until we started putting into traffic circles. Because on the counter, you want to know why? When people go round and round in circles, it causes disturbance in the atmosphere and causes tornadoes.
Skyhawk 204.
We didn't have
Fuck.
tornadoes. We didn't have.
I would listen to that one more time because this is so funny. See, this is a total F-bomb.
We didn't have tornadoes here until we started putting into traffic circles. Because on the counter, you want to know why? You want to know why? Because on the counter, you want to know why? Because on the counter, you want to know why? When people go round and round in circles, it causes disturbance in the atmosphere and causes tornadoes.
But just the, like...
circles. Because on the counter, you want to know why?
Because on a counter, you want to know why? All right, resume. You dropped your hot pocket. Yeah, that is one of my favorites. I say that all the time. Because on a counter, you want to know why? I don't know, man. I think given the situation, Brad would have been proud. He likes a nice firm landing. Okay, what's gonna make this difficult, on top of not being able to see shit, is that I also can't get asynchronous props. We're gonna lawn mow. Ty thought this sounded like a lawnmower before. Okay, so challenge number 2 is a total fail. It's also kind of a fail because challenge number 1 was not much of a fail. Nico? Thank you very much for the follow. Is it Nico MCA? Sounds like a lawnmower, works like a chainsaw. Okay, so now, I mean, I guess we'll call this challenge 3.5. And we'll try to get back in here. I think it's possible to land this thing nicer. But what I am going to do is I'm going to change the date, which actually changes the... why is it February? Who cares? On the 1st of the month, it puts those cones up. So if you change the date or whatever, it takes those stole cones away. No, I do not have Active Sky. I have not invested in a weather add-on. Partially because I'm very cheap, and partially because I live in Southern California and almost fly exclusively in Southern California, so weather doesn't happen very much. Okay. Life was in danger, so you had to switch to a small screen. Fair enough. Fair enough.
I don't call you names.
Okay. Challenge number 3.5. Nope. We need to aim a little bit to the right so we don't go into those trees. Stay a little bit to the right. There we go. That thing hum. Those trees made it. No problem. All right, let's try. Let's come back in for another lead. Go away. What the hell? I didn't do it. Chapon.
Oh, go away.
I love that one so much. Yeah, I mean, we have gotten some pretty nasty weather this past year, but generally speaking, especially in the evening, if I'm going to real world weather, it's usually nice. The only time that it's really not is in the morning. Okay, we need to drag it in. Here we go. Okay, there's 65 knots in this monstrosity. It's starting to not fly. It's not flying. Now it's flying again. Okay, so like 62 is kind of the... It stopped flying. We're dead. We died. That one's dead. That's a big, that's not good. Catch, man. Stalled it twice on final.
Hey, bird. Whoa, buddy.
Oh my God, Ryan. Ryan, thank you for gifting 5 subs to the King of the North, Orange Yoshi,
bird.
Flash,
Buddy.
Sandero, and Stephen Hall. That is awesome. Ryan, thank you very much. Really appreciate it. We all appreciate it.
Bird. Whoa, buddy.
Whoa, buddy. Okay, here's the first stall. Kind of caught it. Kept the power out.
Whoa, buddy.
Full rudder, boom. Killed the right. Oh, killed the right engine.
Hey, bird. Whoa, buddy.
I'm glad I provided some amusement, Ryan. Oh, that was brutal. Let's see what this looks like from. Coming in. Oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God. He's saving it. He's saving it. Okay, we're good. We're good. He's coming in. He's going to salvage the landing. He's going to salvage it. Nope. That actually looks kind of cool. Oh my God. Oh, that was... son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. Quatam River. Let's go here. Start with them on. Never fully cut the power. Oh, this is good. I did not want to end up all the way back here. I don't think that's going to work for us. Yep, we're going to trim the tips here. Oh, God. That was brutal. Okay, should we try the other landing strip? Let's try the other place. Let's get some flappage in here. Let's actually take down some weight. We don't need 2 hours of flight time for this. We're no payload weight, 0. She's gonna be light. Okay. Took out the gear with that log. Took out the right prop with that log. Took out the right tip of the wing with that tree. Gears coming up. Yeah, that one was not survivable. First one, we got in there. That one did not. We did not get in there. That was not good. Because on account of, you want to know why? We went head first into some friggin' trees. We don't have Bill Bobble either. Ceremonial Melon, happy Friday. We're gonna do a little scout on this airfield here. We happened to recover some in-flight recording from the crash. Seems that the pilot was actively drinking from a tumbler of Pinot Grigio. Oh, that's refreshing. Cheers. The black box showed the bottle of Pinot Grigio was 3/4 depleted. Well, your 3/4 depleted is my quarter full. Yes, Johnny, 8 hours bottle to throttle, which is why I'm drinking it in a glass. There are loopholes that must be exploited. This one's gonna be worse, by the way. This is gonna be like, we're gonna Naruto run straight into this landing strip. No wings will be left after this landing. Oh crap. No, not faster. No! Puck! Puck, thank you very much for the follow. For the host. Sorry, we just crashed really bad, so I'm a little bit flustered. Hello everybody from Puck's stream. Puck, thank you for the host very much. The show times YT. Thank you for the follow. Bag Kodiak. BAG Kodiak, thank you. Tulio Tugget. Hello to you as well. Thomas 4. Thank you for the follow, Thomas 4. Puck, I definitely don't know. Really don't know. Tulio Tugget, thank you very much for the follow as well. Live Fly Guy, happy Friday. Happy Friday to you all. Cheers. Pinot Grigio in a tumbler. When you're Italian, you're able to drink wine however you want. I'm doing great, Live Fly Guy. How are you guys doing? How's everyone doing? Pinot Grigio, yeah. I went for a white because it is hot out. It was like in the 90s today. But yeah, Pinot Grigio out of Venezia. Which is Venice. White wine is good. I can't say that it's the best, but I do like it. But I'm kind of partial to red wines. But it's not great for hot days. Oh, Portugal has phenomenal wines. Tulio, bon dia. Porto is very good. Yeah, a good port is nice. Crazy Car Man, what's up, dude? Are you excited that it is Car Week? I am very excited because there's some cool launches. Man, I was on a stretch there for a while. I went to Car Week. Man, I love those auctions. Gooding auction. Just slamming vodka sodas, watching cars get sold for tens of millions of dollars. Not to flex, but I had a nice glass of water. So Piper Alex, that's awesome. And happy Friday. An empty bottle, trench coat. An empty bottle of white wine. It's got a screw top, okay? But I'm a fan of the screw top. That's just an instant crash, right? Do I even try that? This is... Do it, please. This is not good. I have a better chance of landing on that sandbar down there. That is true. Yeah, Scrounger. Yeah. I mean, cork is a finite... like, they're not making more cork. So the synthetic stuff is one way to go. The screw top is another way to go. I don't mind the screw top again for that convenience factor. Oh, I'm trying this one. I'm going for it right now. I'm setting up for this right now. This is looking too good. I'm setting up for this too nicely. I'm going too fast. I am way too fast. This is not going to happen. This is not going. This is not happening. Nope. Calling it off. Calling it off. Wave off. Waving it off. Crazy Car Man, you don't know what Car Week is in Monterey? It's Car Week. If you're a car lover, it is the greatest event ever. Alright, let's go into the other one, the first one, and just rip the wings off. Scotty, easier to open, the faster you can drink it. The faster you can suck it down and put it in your face. Dude, there's no comparison between Woodward and Car Week, Monterey Car Week. In my view, I mean, it's definitely Car Week is more my style car, but just from like carburetor icing, suspect that I don't give a frick. You gotta look it up, dude. The Quail. I don't care about your carb icing, dude. I get it. I'm not going around. I don't need carburetor. Okay, we'll see on the replay if that was survivable. Flare. Do you flare in the DC-3? Hard landing. We didn't get a wasted. Both of those landings were nice. Piper, have a great rest of your Friday. Head first into trees. Where are the brakes? We're going to go all the way down this freaking hill. All the way down. It's going to go all the way down. I'm going to let it go. I'm going to let it go. I almost thought that was going to be a nice one. Still going. Still going. Into the river. Reverse thrust. Come on, man. That was like a relatively... I don't know. Whatever. Continue. I don't care. I don't care about your blown tires. Alright, let's see. Why am I showing full right rudder? Is that even right? I think that might be a bug in the replay, because I was not going full right rudder this whole time. Okay, did we clip the wings? Yep, left wing is dead. But that actually looks good. That looks okay. Boom, big old bounce. Big old bounce. Okay, so there were 3 landings involved. Maybe like 3.5. And I thought we were going to slow down in time. Crush that wing. Is it a boat? Is it a 4x4? No. Yeah, we overcooked that one a little bit. And here we go down. Okay. All right. Now, to show you or to demonstrate how difficult these runways are, which is part of what makes this the scenery pack so cool, is the fact that they are really difficult. We're gonna go hillbillies here, our hillbilly livery, and we're going to give ourselves a little bit less fuel payload. We're gonna BG, we'll say 200 there. These are difficult to do with a 172. We're gonna start with the engines going here. Was that challenge number 3? That was, well, there's 4 challenges. Was there 4 challenges? Yeah, that was challenge number 4. Yeah. 3 for landing, 1 ticket. Not bad. Thank you, Captain August. Right. Reality expansion. Understood. Okay. I guess, yeah. All right. This is the sim coders. Yes, it is. This is a rep pack. I believe it's installed. So this is 172 Bush Plane Tail Dragger mod done by Prop Strike Studios, which is the developer that made the scenery as well. This is free and it's awesome. Have you heard about the new Ryanair A380? I have not. I don't know. Is that a thing? Is that happening? 4 was landing on the helipad. Well, we ripped both the wings off Trenchcoat. Prop Strike makes a nice bush mod. Okay, yeah, Ninja, you beat me to it. So this is the Prop Strike Studios mod for the 172. This is free. You can, if you have X-Plane, you could download this and fly this. If you've got the rep pack plane, it works with the rep as well. I don't know, is this... I think this is the rep pack one, yeah. And this is a lot of fun for this airport, for these airports. So, okay, let's beacon on, nav on, strobe, taxi. We'll just get everything on. Fuel pump, we don't need that. Avionics is on. That's all good. Okay. Remind me 8 hours. Oh. Hey, Torbs, what's happening? Thank you for the host, Mr. Terminator, as I just dropped off that freaking shelf. Oh, that's not good for the gear. Terminator, thank you very much for the host. Welcome everybody from Torb Stream. Scrounger, are you a subredditor? Flying subredditor? What's with the hosting after the crash? Oh, that's good. It's good. It's good karma. Torbs, how is your Friday night going? Okay, let's get 10 knots. First notch of flaps, 10 degrees. Not a 10 notch. That doesn't mean anything. You will, Scrounger. Okay, so that needs to go here. We have fuel, we don't have fuel. Don't have fuel, because it does not reset itself. Alright, so there's that. Okay. Alright. Here we go. Good to hear, Torbs. Daniel T 500, welcome. Thank you very much for the follow. All right, this is a little bit more my speed, guys. We're still a tail dragger, but fuel injected 172. This is essentially what I fly in the real world, but earn. Bert, you're shouting again, Bert. Water looks pretty moist, doesn't it? Yeah. It is so cute compared to the DC-3, and it is squarely in the comfort zone. Oh, that looked trippy. Whoa. Doesn't look so crazy. Awesome. As I fly into the side of a mountain. Yeah, we're flying at light, man. We're flying at light. I have not, I don't even have the PC-12. And I really should get that because that is one of the coolest planes ever. Yeah, I have not tried it out, the rep pack, let alone the regular one. It sounds like something that I would want to do though, because the PC-12, there's a couple of them at John Wayne, so we get to see them. Not frequently, but enough. And they, I mean, just like the takeoff distances that they've got, it's freaking crazy. But, you know, my instructor flies light jets. So citations, Bravos. He's gonna, if he hears this, he's gonna butcher, or, you know, kill me for butchering the names of his planes. But small jets up to a Sovereign, which is a good. I mean, that's a big jet. But though, like the light jet kind of style airplane in the charter world is very popular because the price is a lot less than the bigger jets. But it's still a jet, and it's a lot more than turboprop is. And to me, I think a turboprop is a cooler experience, or would be a cooler experience than a small jet. And that is based on having never actually been in either of them. So I could be mistaken given the performance of a jet. Brad could fly an A380. he could. I do not have doubt that he could fly an. But I think that just like the savings that you get from the turboprop, and even like a single, like a PC-12 versus a King Air or something, I think that's a cool experience if you're flying like somewhat regional or whatever, or not regional, but you know, like local small jet territory. The Garrett turbo, or the Garrett powered turbine Legend. I don't think I have, but it sounds freaking awesome. Did you just overfly your airport, or am I drunk? You are drunk. Scrounger, no, Nightbot does not give a shit about Lynx. He's a jackass with other things, but Lynx he's actually pretty cool about. The awesome thing about the PC-12 is that at pretty much full load, you can still fly from Quatam. Yeah, that's the cool part, is that that I agree, Trenchcoat, is that it's so it's so good on short and rough field that if it was my money and I had to pick between, you know, like, oh, that's cool, Scrounger. Yeah, it's kind of like a pocket rocket. But if I had to pick between, like, a Citation Mustang or a Vision Jet or an Eclipse or a Phenom 100, I still think that you know, a PC-12 would be cooler. Would be like more useful, not as expensive, so you're, you know, likely to maybe fly it more or farther, and you've got more options. And I think they can carry a crap load too. Alright, let's get our first notch of flaps in here. I'm just going to go straight in one time here. Just a straight in. So now I actually know what speeds to fly at here versus the DC-3. I was just completely guessing and flying until it stopped. Yeah, exactly, Ryan. Yeah, you get all your friends in there, or you could, you know, pop over to Palm Springs with 6 people and all their gear. Get some golfing in. Still go up to Seattle or San Francisco, no problem. Don't really have to worry too much about runway lengths. It's twice the price. Okay, I did not know that, Coffee. But it's older, and hello, Coffee. It's older, so can you not find one for less than a Vision Jet? We're gonna go around. I know what I did there. Is there nothing is there no PC-12 that's under $1 million? I mean, it's substantially bigger. It's Swiss, of course, it's expensive. You know what is funny? One of my favorite, I won't say that. A movie that I like a lot that's kind of a weird, like, I guess you could call it like a guilty pleasure kind of movie, is Down Periscope with Kelsey Grammer. I don't know if you guys have ever seen that movie. Anyone ever seen Down Periscope, Kelsey Grammer? No? But the guy who does the electronics, like the radio guy, is super funny. He got the radio like kind of working, and he's I say this a lot. It's one of those like movie quotes that I say a lot and don't realize really where it came from. But he goes, "It's running like a Swiss car." Oh yeah, Lauren Holly is pretty money in that movie too. Cheapest PC-12 on controller is $185. It's Down Periscope. 1875. Okay, so my idea that because it's not a jet that it's cheaper than a Vision Jet for some reason is not true, but yeah, frick. I might have had the complete wrong idea on that. Just call it $2 million. Okay, so is there anything in that twin light jet that wing came off? Like the Eclipse or Mustang? Where are those? Oh, we're dead. I still haven't even touched down yet. I still have not. Damn it! Up Periscope is pretty good too. Hilarious trench coat. Hilarious. I was not paying attention on that final. Yeah, you mean Rip Torn? See, that's why that landing rate plugin is really helpful, because it definitely knows what's happening. Okay, you gotta trim. Okay, this one I'm gonna actually focus on. So you guys can say whatever. Talk amongst yourself, but I am focusing on this. This is gonna be good. This is gonna be a good landing. This is really weird. Right? Okay, now where the hell is the freaking runway? Get an A340 for $9 million. Probably because it costs $3 million a year to run. That's better. Get the speed down. This is bush flying. Angle of attack. Left wing is gone. We're gonna butter this. Butter. See, if I put my mind to it, I really can land a godforsaken airplane. What's the name of the airport? This is the Quatam River scenery pack by Prop Strike Studios. This one, I don't think this has this exact airport. Looks good, yeah, I know. Well, I was just this is getting like really meta. You two toasted. Cheers. This is really weird. Like, this is a one-way like it's just funny. I love doing this. I love all of this. I love the Discord. I love you guys watching in the chat. I love Twitch. I love streaming. But this is hilarious. This is weird.
Whoa! Found it! Hello. Found the ground.
Ninja, thank you very much, Ninja Cat, for joining us tonight. Have a great rest of your Friday. You want a better jet performance for a relatively low price, the Lancer Evolution. Yeah, but you can't carry anything though, Coffee. Like, it's about bringing, like, how many of your friends can you bring how far for how much money? Right? Unless Lancer Evolution is something completely different that I am not aware of that actually can do that. Yeah, 4 place. I mean, I'm all about the small 4 place planes. I think that's awesome. And if you got some useful load, that's pretty cool. If you got some useful load, that thing is crazy looking. Damn. But I'm thinking more in that, like, Mustang, that Citation Mustang, Eclipse 100-ish kind of
Pull up.
size.
Pull up.
You know? 100% carbon fiber. That's pretty cool. Rogal Gamer, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome aboard. officially. Okay, we're gonna do flaps 10. All right, so Quatam River, there is an airport that is out over up on this hill up here, basically right where we're facing. That is treacherous. It's diabolical. It's evil. But we're gonna land on it, and it's gonna be great. Just get a Sabre jet. I just want to get anything that I can afford to actually fly and operate to absolutely any extent. This thing is wanting to go hella left. Brad and I are definitely conspiring to get a plane. The guy who wrote X-Plane has a very nice Lancer. Yes, and he is... Austin, where you at, buddy? Hi, Austin. Get out of here. PC-24 is only 8.5. He almost fell in the tree. Thing is pretty sweet though. But I will take a Bonanza A36. Puck, if you're in here. Puck, are you still in here? I know you're on West Coast. But Puck, if Puck is in here, and if he's not, I want somebody to pass this along to him. Bonanza A36 is just the freaking best. PC6. Dude, I would take a PC6 in a heartbeat too. Finbar, it is not as pretty as Bobble Bill. Finbar, that may be the most popular thing in all the crap that I stream is Bobble Bill. A36 Bonanza is just the perfect airplane. Okay, we're not going to do the on the side of the mountain one. We're going to do the other one. Because that's just as hard. And maddening. K35. Okay, so I am a car guy. I know more about cars than I would ever admit to anybody. I am working on airplanes. K35, I have to admit, I don't know what that is. K35 looks better. Let's look up a K35. K35. Okay, so a V-tail, is that one of the earlier? Is a K, what's the year on that? What's the year on that, Ryan? Because I agree, I think the short body Bonanzas are gorgeous, but the A36 those, you know, A36, G36, the club seating is really, really nice. How about a nice Raptor? Oh, is this the F16 that's been on sale that everyone wants to go on? No, it is whatever the hell that thing is. Holy crap. Yeah, I'll take that. Good lord. Standard tail is more stable. It's cheaper to maintain. But that V-tail, I think it's 5 knots faster. I think it's 5 knots faster than the Cruciform. I mean, they're all good-looking planes, and there's not much between them. I just think from like a usability standpoint, how they fly, stability, all that stuff. I think the cruciform club seating, therefore the A36, is the plan. Ernie, I mean, it's a taste thing. I'm not saying you're wrong at all. I think they're very cool looking. I think they have an amazing ramp presence. They look really cool in the air. There's some of the liveries don't look great. They can kind of look a little goofy sometimes. But I think they're super cool. But it's that extra seating I really like. 230 knots, 7 gallons per hour, seating for 5. Yeah, that's yeah, I think you either like the V-tail or you don't. And I think I either am lost or I'm not. 130K? Jeez. On diesel. It's a diesel, huh? Interesting. Where is my... I think it's over this ridge here. I think I just went a little bit too far. Triple tail on the Electra. Well, the Lockheed Electra, I think, is one of the most gorgeous planes ever built. All things considered. Alright, yeah, this is right. Okay. Okay, this one is tough. You really have to come in high alpha on this runway if you want to get it stopped in time. So the high alpha approach is something that Brad, for those of you that don't know, that's my instructor, has demoed for me a couple of times. And it is basically you ride the back of the power curve on the verge of stalling. And 172s are amazing airplanes, and they're very stable at low speed. They're very forgiving. They can fly with controllability at incredibly low speeds. So to do a high alpha approach is basically like a 300 or less feet ground roll to a stop, and that's the type of approach that I'm going to need to get into here. You've got to be firm on the landing, but not too hard, and you've got to employ some techniques to get it stopped in time, which is retract the flaps as soon as possible, full aerodynamic braking, and then not that it matters, but you're basically just riding the back end of the power curve and just holding it right before you're stalling. And we've got the angle of attack meter here, so we got full flaps right now. We're pitching up. There's 60. Probably gonna catch us right in time. Plant the tail. Hard landing, that's okay. Go right into the bushes. Straight into a freaking tree. Dude, it sounded... God. It almost sounded like I knew what I was talking about, right? Was anybody fooled? Did I fool anybody? Did anybody think I knew what I was talking about? And exactly right, Ryan. No stall horn, which means I was too fast. I was at about 62 knots, which is basically like standard short field airspeed for a 172. Oh, coffee, are you really, dude? That's super cool. Alright, coffee. Coffee and Ernie. Who else? Who else would know? Coffee, Ernie. Who else might know? Guys, I think it's just Coffee and Ernie. I still miss Marcus morning streams. I was thinking about that today, actually. The podcast of a radio show that I listen to every morning, they were off today, so I didn't have anything to listen to, and I was like, oh man, I really, really miss Marcus streams. Oh, and Iron Condor. Okay, you were there too? Yeah, I really miss it. Yeah. And oh yeah, that's right. Finbar was in there too. Yep. God, I really miss those streams. It was so fun. All right, let's try that one more time. Let's get into high alpha mode. Not good. Nah. No. What do you want? All right. What do you? I know. Canadian PPL doesn't allow this stuff. Captain Obvious, you're not going to let that one go, are you? Oh, that's so funny. Yeah, well, I like Goldsy as the as the controller because he was like my first controller on Pilot Edge, and I've flown with him even to this point. As long as I haven't flown with him on the scope, I've flown more hours with him, I think, than anybody. But Marcus is great. Marcus is a really great controller. Okay, now let's get on that curve. Let's get that stall horn screaming. Come on. There we go. So much better. Just gonna cut the grass here, run into that rock. Okay, so there you go. So that was set up a little bit too late probably, but that's essentially the idea. Is you get it on the back of that power curve and you just ride the power on the stall curve, on the stall horn, right between stall horn and angry stall horn. Maybe I should go no flaps on this, get some airspeed, because I feel like I did not have enough airspeed before. Okay, let's try this. Okay, this is no flaps. We're clean. Get some airspeed going, get the tail coming up. Going straight for that tree. This is dead. I'm dead. Dead. Into the tree. Into that tree, into that tree, into that tree, into those trees, into that tree again. Also, when the tail touches down, your drag should increase significantly, which isn't going to happen next plane. No, it's not. No. So the first plane my dad bought, and Miami, hello. The first plane my dad bought was a Cessna 140 tail dragger. And his only experience that was his only experience in a tail dragger. He came from the Navy, so T-34s, T-2s, and A-4s, and then bought a Cessna 140. And he was explaining to me how he used to land how he used to land it, and he would just come in on and just like plant the tail wheel, and then put it down on the mains. So in the sim, that's kind of how I fly it, just based off of his kind of like, this is what I used to do, some semi instruction. But yeah, X-Plane's not gonna really give a crap. Yeah, he would land with the tail wheel first. Yeah. Yeah, and the Stoll guys will do that too. And it's really just like, what's up, Verity? Yeah, South Miami. It's like a, he planted everything. Yeah. So Ernie, this is a pretty funny story. So his like best friend, his wingman, his flying buddy from the Navy, ended up getting his private after the Navy as well. And he was doing like short field landing, or maybe it was just like regular landing. So he's telling my dad the story about him and with his instructor landing this plane out of the Navy. And he was like, yeah, so I'm coming in here, and the instructor's like, all right, Navy. He called him like Navy or whatever, and he's like, okay, Navy, let's see how you can land this thing. And it was whatever it was. I don't even remember what it was. He goes like, I came in and I slammed that thing down so hard I thought it snapped in half. And I look over and the instructor is just laughing and said, that's one of the best landings I've ever seen.
Buddy.
Finpar, thank you again for another gifted sub. Thank you so much, Finbar. Verity, welcome. But yeah, I mean, like the Navy guys, they don't put it down softly. And I was just talking to my dad about that, because I was telling him about my flight with Brad on Sunday being, you know, like a lot of short field stuff, and, you know, like really focusing on planting it in there and not wanting everything to be butter.
Whoa! Found it. Hello. Found the ground.
Exactly. Found it. And those Navy guys, I mean, they train, even if it's on a runway, on a big, you know, 12,000 foot Naval Air Station runway or whatever, they friggin' slam it in. And they were encouraged to slam it in because they're doing carrier landings, and, you know, they didn't want to get soft on those landings, because that is, by all accounts, the most difficult thing to do in aviation is land a plane on an aircraft carrier. So yeah, definitely not gingerly bringing it in. It's a very, very short field landing. Okay. X-plane, Brett Pack not wanting to slow down with 3 foot full flaps in there. Set up a little bit better. So yeah, being firm is not always bad. You know, you don't have to just squeak it in there and, you know, are we down? Did we land? Did we touch down yet? You know, it can be, you can put it down. There's nothing wrong with that. And we've also learned that the gear on a 172 is rated for 17G. We're about to put it down on the main runway here. We're gonna make this one really short. So yeah, don't be shy about landing it. I want this so bad anymore. Yeah, 17G. Yeah, that. Whoa, found it. Found the ground. That clip came from my first flight with Brad, which he explained that. And I think it may even been after that landing, too. Did I not do this right again? I did not. Yep, exactly. Just bring the outer at full flap. It'll slow down all 15 degrees. It's the rep pack Cessna really likes pitch. The flaps on this, it almost doesn't do anything for speed. It really responds to pitch. Yeah, all these Quatam strips are difficult. Yeah, so if you don't have room to pitch up significantly, it will not slow down. And the real plane will you know, I mean, it's the same way. Like, you can't be full nose down and expect it to really slow down. But yeah, this I mean, what I've done, if it's like this, like I'm at 80 knots right here, I want to be slower. You just yank the thing up. I mean, you literally have to stall it. Like, just go a power off stall, get it down to the speed you want, and then continue. That works better than putting in flaps. It's a little bit violent and ridiculous, but found it. See, I'm trying to plant the tail. Let's see what it looks like. Okay. So from a ground roll perspective, like I let it flow. I was going too fast and didn't really do that like I would have wanted to. But we're down. So let's. No. So in the sim, in a plane that's, you know, whatever. We're trying to get the tail down, Tail. Yeah, so that's not really a good, that angle of attack was not good enough. I mean, this 172 is a much bigger plane than a 140 or a Cub or anything like that. But the stopping distance was great, and that's kind of where, like, you get the plane at a point where the angle of attack is so steep. I'm gonna do that again, actually. Where the angle of attack is to the point that it stops flying, but you're still, like, you know, you're kind of, I mean, it's almost like a feeler. You know, you have you know, you've got your angle of attack to so you're feeling out with the tail. Holy, what the hell? Oh yeah, that's the wrong one, runway. Understood. Oh, that's even better. What the? No, dude, that's not what I wanted. It's like that time travel, you know, like if you warp into somebody. So, okay, I just want to be clear. I am largely talking out of my ass on this, okay, because I have not done this in the real world, so I don't really know. But from Jesus Christ, from the experience I've had with Brad doing, you know, high alpha approach, short field approaches, South Miami, this is the Prop Strike Studios Quatam River. Dude, everything is broken right now. Everything is broken. This might not work. This is like this might be too broken. Whoa. Oh yeah, my tires are totally dead. Clean. Holy shit, what? Yeah, what gave you the first impression, Trenchcoat? This thing is super pissed at me. Dude, calm down, Rep Pack. I'm just trying to play computer games on a... God damn it. Don't start with the engines on. How about that? It was reverse thrust. It was, what the hell was that? I just clicked like fix. Okay, there. Confirm. Start new flight. There we go. Okay, let's fix this thing. Vacuum pump. Click that. Tires. Here we go. Fix. Okay, sounds good. All right. So while this thing is doing its thing, stall the propeller backwards. Okay, so coming in, you're bleeding off airspeed and increasing angle of attack kind of at the same time. The 172 is a lot heavier than Piper Cub, Kit Fox, Cessna 140, Cessna 120, all that stuff. So if you're coming in and you're trying to land in the shortest distance possible, and you're landing on the mains, your angle of attack has to be, in order to keep the tail above the mains, your angle of attack has to be better. So in order to stop flying and stop in time, you need to have that angle of attack slowing down with the airspeed, or the angle of attack increasing as the airspeed decreases, so your ground speed is the slowest possible. And if you look at any videos online of those STOL competition guys, or any of those Instagram videos of the guys coming in on the river bars, you know, they're touching down with the nose gear first because of that angle of attack that they want. Now, my dad wasn't trying to do STOL competitions in his little Cessna 140, you know, going to Nut Tree with my mom. But he still had an easier time landing that way than coming in on the mains, kind of on a more traditional flat. It is Bill in the Woods taking off wings. Yeah, Verity, those tires are really not cheap. So where's neutral rudder? So let's try to exaggerate this and see what it looks like. This is a 172, but it's the tail wheel. Look at that. Thank you to Kim. The Flying Hillbillies. Branded and everything. So that's kind of the key, is to be at an angle of attack that's so steep that you have really no choice but to land with the tail wheel first, which kind of plants and stabilizes everything. So that, and again, I have not been trained in STOL or tail wheel or anything. This is just kind of piecing things together a little bit. And it's 9:36 on the dot, which means Disneyland's fireworks are going off and annoying everybody. Okay, so this is a little bit better. So now we're 58 knots probably. Stall horn is on. There's the power curve. There's the angry stall horn. So you just keep that angle of attack coming up. So that was a little bit hard. Again, with 172 is not the plane to be doing this in, but let's kind of quick messing with the ground speed. Let's see what that looks like. Yeah, that was pretty flat. Yeah, I think this plane is probably just too heavy to really get it in that like extreme angle of attack attitude. It's just too heavy to power through that. But that wasn't too bad. Yeah, you need a Cub or a Kid Fox or one of the smaller older Cessnas. Well, that is some flying hillbilly action. Next time I fly a DC-3, I'll try a tail landing, see how it performs. I don't know if it'll work on something like that, but South Miami, make sure to take plenty of pictures. Oh, man. Cool. Well, you guys are awesome. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. That was fun. That was a mess. I'm not gonna lie. That was a complete mess. But it was nice having you guys here. Thank you so much. Again, for those of you that have come here through some hosts and might be new to the channel, my name is Bill. I'm still a student pilot out of John Wayne Airport. That close to being a private pilot. So we're getting really close, but I usually focus on general aviation. UKV 1390, thank you so much for the follow. There's my instructor Brad and I waving as we do a low pass at Palomar at 200 miles per hour. Coffee, great to have you as well. Thank you, everybody. Bamsler. I will attempt... Captain Obvious, thank you very much. Verity, South Miami, Coffee. Mr. C, hello. Trenchcoat, Kenny. Ryan, thank you very much. Good Suck, thank you. Ernie, you're the man. Ernie really is the man. Scrounger. Finbar, of course. Finbar, thank you so much for all the gifted subs. Let's see. King of the North, thank you. How far? I mean, I'm just reading chat here. So if you haven't chatted in the last 20 minutes or so, thank you very much. Iron Condor Simulations, thank you again for the host. Yeah. You are the man, Ernie. You are the man. So thank you guys very, very much. Yeah, so what I was saying is I do focus on general aviation stuff. I don't do like the tube liner stuff really at all yet. But I mix my real world flying in Southern California with Pilot Edge and X-Plane. So kind of jump between GoPro footage and the sim and comparing. And I have a lot of fun doing that. Harry, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome aboard. So if you guys are interested in seeing kind of how the simulator translates to real world flying and visuals and dynamics, stick around for some streams coming up. And I will not stop. I promise, Ryan, I will not stop. In fact, I will probably do more because I'm going to try to recreate the cat ratings in real life. So that is one of my goals, and to just fly to a lot of the airports that we've seen on Pilot Edge and go to them in person and show those videos to you guys. So definitely won't be stopping. But for those of you that are new to the channel, we end it in a interesting way.
Traffic circles. Because on the counter, you want to know why?
Because on a counter, you want to know why. If you just got here and missed this, as I'm setting this up, I'll let you listen to this.
We didn't have tornadoes here until we started putting into traffic circles. Because on the counter, you want to know why? When people go round and round in circles, it causes disturbance in the atmosphere and causes tornadoes.
Und was der
Oh my God, tornadoes. Recreate the cat ratings where they have real world consequences, not just a pass or fail. All right, guys, thank you so much.
Is what it is. It's just complete, total shit.
It is, Ernie. Love you guys. Have a great weekend. We'll see you soon. Peace out.